So, hi everybody. Wanted to make a quick tutorial about modeling an iPhone 6s. So, I have made these boxes already, which have the right measurements. So I can show the distance. I mean the measurements. So the length is 138 millimeters, and the width is 138 millimeters, and the height it's little bit weird, 67.19, because next we are going to do the background image command and press enter, and you can find this picture from Apple's homepage. Then it asks where to start. Press 0 and enter. That's the best way to do it. And now when you have the box made, you can easily align it in the right place. And press enter. And you can delete this one. So if you want, you can make a duplicate from this box and save it into another layer if some reason you would need it later. But we are going to use command called fillet corners, and I think the 10 millimeters is the right measurement. Yes, it is. It goes into the aligns with the outline of the phone. So now we have like you can see, I have it in the middle because the widest point of the phone's shape is in the middle of the side, like here, and then it starts to go round towards the middle. So next you have the outline selected, select curve and offset curve, and now you again have the right measurement, 2 millimeters. It asks the length here, you can press 2 and enter. So now you can see what's the distance in the viewport. So just press mouse left button and now it's there. So this box, you have to make this one also, and the dimension of this is, you can take linear dimension, and if you hold the mouse you can select something else, but yeah, let's take the first one and select the ends of this box, and you can see the height, which is 7 millimeters. So make this kind of box starting from the 0 point again. So now select the inner line and select move, and then you have to see that you have the ortho on, and snap into the midpoint, and then with smart drag here on, select the end point of the upper part, or the up corner I mean the squares up corner, and then press shift and go up, and when it says int. When it says int, press the left mouse button and you can see here up that it doesn't change the position from top view, it just goes up. So now we have the right width for the phone and keep the upper line selected and then select mirror from the move panel and then again select the bigger line, maybe midpoint, and you can see it goes into the bottom like that. Yeah. And then we need some kind of curve which we are going to use in the next part. So we need to make a circle for the next part. And let's select the circle diameter and snap into the midpoint of the upper line. And take the end point off and snap to the midpoint of the lower line. And then select the circle because it goes over our reference picture. Select it and let's split it with the upper and bottom line. And just delete the unnecessary part. Then let's use move command and select the midpoint and move it into the midpoint of the middle line, which is the widest. So next we are going to use command which is in the surface command, sweep two rails and select the upper line and then the bottom and then this half square. It asks to select cross section curve, so let's select this one. And it looks pretty okay for quick modeling, so let's press OK. And now you have the sides and we can move this object into other layer, so change object layer and maybe hide it. And okay, let's not hide it yet, but select it and take curve and curve from object and duplicate edge. And we want this inner line to be duplicated. And then you can hide that one and select this line and extrude curve straight and go a little bit lower like that. Then we want to, because this line is we're going to use this line as the point where the screen starts, so make the same command for it also. So extrude curve straight and somewhere there, and then select the red solid surface we made and use command split, and then it asks what are the parts we are going to use for the split and select the surface we just made and press enter. I'm not sure if we need this yet, but okay. And now we have this start of our screen, so we can use that part to split this. So select the inner part and use split and select this one and press enter and delete the upper part and let's make a, maybe we don't need that piece we just made, but take a box and make a solid box around it like this and then move it here somewhere and select this curve. Oh, we don't need the curve anymore, but select the surface we made earlier and move it a little bit up and select this one and use split command and select the surface and press enter and then you can delete that one and then we can make a line. Oh, we don't need this part anymore, so you can delete that one also away. Or do we? Maybe not. And let's try if we can join these together. Yes. So now we have the screen, but we need to make it make that it is little bit that it is solid. So let's hide that one so we can maybe we can move all these into this other layer and go there and hide those unnecessary lines. So now you can use the select this curve and maybe we can duplicate this. So curve, duplicate edge and select the outer corner line of the surface and press enter and then select the curve and surface extrude curve and maybe 2 millimeters. Okay, let's do it again and select direction and press shift and go downwards and then press 2 millimeters and enter. So now we have a screen almost done. Yeah. So again make a box and move it near the end and then use split command and select the surface, upper surface and press enter and then you can delete the outsides of the block and if everything went good we can join these together. Um, Okay, let's, I don't know. Okay, yeah. I have to split this also. So select the upper surface and use split command and select the bottom block and press enter, and then delete the block and then delete this, and now we should be able to join all of them. Yeah. So now we have the glass made. And if you want to be realistic, you can move this glass for like 1.1 and then select maybe the midpoint and press shift and oh sorry, nothing, press ESC. So move and then select the point which you want to, where you want to move it, and press 0.1 and then shift and go upwards, and now you have a little bit of edge here, and when you are rendering it, it looks way better. So now we have the body made. Of course, in the inner part there is no walls. So if you want to make the walls, you can make. Oh, and of course we don't have the back. But now when I saw it how to do it, you can make it yourself. And that should be also joined. Okay. So then for the details, let's make this home button. I'm guessing, I think it's 15, so let's 15 millimeters. Oh, sorry. So I mean 7.5 or not. So what is the measure? Oh, sorry. Of course. So I think it's 6 or maybe 5.5 like it says in downstairs. Let's say it's 5.5. And then there is a inner part, so let's use offset and maybe offset 1 millimeter. No, 0.5 maybe. 0.6. Okay, and just move it a little bit down. So now we can extrude this curve and move the part a little bit down, and let's split this screen with the, okay, maybe, yeah, we need to okay, let's not do that. Yeah, let's make the button. Yeah, it's easier that way. So let's use the sweep one red and select the curves and press enter, and yeah, of course it doesn't work that way. Sorry. So let's use the Loft command. It's easier. So select the, oh, let's go. Yeah, let's undo the sweep so we don't get those weird surfaces. So select both and use the Loft command. I hope this gives enough of depth to the button. I'm not sure. So select the curve and extrude the curve and move it a little bit. Wait a second. Select the curve and of course solid and upstairs, and then split the object you just made and select the curve and delete the upper part, and now we have the bottom, the up the piece you would press with your finger. So let's join them together and then solid and extrude planar curve and surface edge and press enter and go down maybe 1 millimeter. The direction again. So do it again and press enter and select direction and press left mouse and shift and left mouse again. And maybe 1 millimeter is enough. And of course it doesn't work that way. What I am doing. Sorry. So surface, extrude curve and select the poly surface edge and press enter, and now press direction and left mouse go down, and maybe 1 millimeter is enough. Like that, and then we need to have bottom, so extrude planar curve and select the bottom square and press enter and go a little bit down, and then select the piece you just made and use split command and then the surface, upper surface, and press enter and this one, and then select the piece what is left from the block you just made and join everything together, and now you have a iPhone home button ready, and you can delete the curve, or you could select the curve and make an extrude curve and or no, I'm wondering which is better. Maybe we could try the Boolean difference. Oh, aren't these? And of course they are not joined. So select those all and join, and now we have the button done. Sorry about that. And let's try if it works now. Okay, so you have to select this one and the screen and then Boolean surface and then the button, and okay, it doesn't work. So I think it needs to be I think we need to move it upwards. Let's try it again. So Boolean difference screen, enter button. Okay. Okay, yeah, it works. So let's take the Boolean difference and delete the input no, and then we select the button and press enter. And this we don't need, and now we should have the, yeah, the button has now its own space, so it's more realistic. So there's the home button now, and then we could make, I don't know, the exact look of the and size of the charger block, but I think it's something like 3 millimeters. Nope. Let's try 1.5. And it's on the wrong side. You can check the measurements from internet if you want, of course. So maybe somewhere there. And then you can just extrude it and then select it and move it a little bit outside, and then again select this outer part and okay, because it's not solid, so we can just split it. So use split command and select this, and then do the same to this. So select it and press mouse right button and then select the phone surface, and then you can delete the unnecessary parts, and now you have already made charger block, place for the charger jack, and oh, I mean headphone jack, not charger. Oh. And then we need the, of course, the charger. I think it's almost the same wide as the home button, so maybe somewhere there. Then select the curve and fillet corners, and maybe 1. No, that's too much. 0.5 maybe, or 0.6. Yeah, that looks way better. And again, solid, extrude, planar curve, and maybe the same length as the headphone jack, and then again split and select the extrusion, press enter. Okay, you need to bring it outside a little bit. So split, then the extrusion, then select the extrusion and press mouse right and select the phone surface, and then delete again the unnecessary parts and join them together, and now you have the charger jack. It might be a little bit too wide, at least it looks like that. And then there is very noticeable design feature in Apple phones. Those, I'm not sure if they're a mic or air coolant holes, but there is 6 of them. So let's just extrude them and move it a little bit away from the surface, and let's copy paste them. If you want to make them in the right distance, you can use the move command, but I don't I don't care so much about you cannot see them because it's so small. So maybe like that. Maybe I want to move them a little bit towards the middle. Yeah, maybe somewhere there. And then again split and select those. Split and select, of course, the surface, and then select those pieces you just made, and again split and then select those cubes and press enter and select the surface, and then you can again delete the unnecessary parts and join them together. And there you have it. It's pretty easy to make those side buttons and the mute button here. So go wild with them. Yeah, of course you can play with the settings if you want and do wild things. But yeah, that's that. Very quick iPhone 6s basic model. Of course, it needs more details, but you can make them yourself if you want. And fillets and things like that. But yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.